Well, after seeing the first two Americans get killed, and I used to go to Vietnam quite often, even though I was based in Hong Kong and I had to cover the rest of Southeast Asia. And it was pretty safe to wander around in those days. You could hire a taxi or even go out with a friend and get a car and wander around the countryside a bit. But I began to smell that it was going to get worse. And I began to run into a lot of people in the countryside who were very much against the government, including people who were in the government, local officials and army people. I happened to be back in Washington during the Kennedy administration, and I was having a chat with Robert Kennedy, the president's brother and Attorney General, and like all reporters, you know, they like to think that the story they're covering is really a big story, even though it wasn't so big at that time. And I said to him, well, it's a serious situation out there. And he said to me, oh, we got 20 Vietnams to think about back here. And of course they were concerned about other things as well. And so there we were at in the last period of the Kennedy administration, when there were only probably 800 American advisors there. Not much money was being spent there. And the public in general didn't know very much about what was going on or care very much. I mean, there were other things to worry about. The President Kennedy got very worried in 1963, when he was still in office, he was still alive, when he went on a trip to Vienna and had a meeting with the Soviet Prime Minister, Khrushchev. And Khrushchev, you know, was a rambunctious guy. He would slam his shoes on the table and whatnot. And Kennedy got scared. He thought that the Russians were really out to do something bad. And he thought that, he said to somebody, he said, they're going to do something bad, and Vietnam is the place. Of course, he was wrong. There were other places. But he did then he got very concerned. So he didn't do very much about it, though. So when he died, Vietnam was still very much on the back burner and not a very serious situation.